Narrator, calm, warm tone. Have you ever wondered how a small act of kindness can change the course of someone's life? Today, I want to share with you a story, not about grand heroes or famous leaders, but about an ordinary man, a crowded train, and the ripple of kindness that spread far beyond what anyone expected. Scene 1, setting the stage. It was a rainy Tuesday morning in the city. People hurried through the station, umbrellas dripping, shoes splashing in puddles. Among the rushing crowd was Daniel, a middle-aged accountant with tired eyes. His routine was predictable: catch the 7:45 train, read the paper, and keep to himself. That morning, however, something caught his attention. On the far bench sat a teenage boy, no older than 16. His clothes were worn, his backpack torn, and his eyes, red and heavy, stared down at the floor. He looked invisible to the world rushing past. Most people didn't notice him. Those who did, quickly looked away. Scene 2, the moment of choice. Daniel hesitated. A thought flickered: it's none of my business. I'm late. Someone else will help. But another thought followed, softer yet stronger: what if I were his father? What if this boy just needs someone to see him? So instead of boarding his usual car, Daniel walked over, sat down beside the boy, and simply said, "Hey. You okay?" The boy looked up, startled. For a moment, silence. Then, words spilled out. His name was Marcus. He had been skipping school, struggling with bullying, and that morning, after a fight at home, he had run away. He felt worthless, like nobody cared. Daniel listened. Not with judgment. Not with lectures. Just listened. When the train arrived, Daniel offered Marcus a warm breakfast at the station cafe. It wasn't much, just eggs and toast, but to Marcus, it felt like the first kindness in weeks. Scene 3, the turning point. Over coffee, Daniel told Marcus something simple, yet powerful. You matter. More than you know. Don't let the voices around you decide your worth. Marcus didn't answer right away. But he smiled, just faintly, and for the first time that day, the heaviness in his eyes softened. Daniel didn't have a solution to all Marcus's problems. He wasn't a counselor, or a teacher, or a hero. He was just kind. Before they parted ways, Daniel gave Marcus his business card and said, "If you ever need someone to talk to, call me." And that was it. Daniel never knew what difference, if any, his words would make. Scene 4, years later. 5 years passed. Life carried on. Daniel sometimes wondered about Marcus, but he never heard from him. Until one evening, at a charity event, a young man approached him. Dressed neatly, standing tall, eyes bright with gratitude. "Mr. Daniel?" he asked. Daniel nodded, puzzled. The young man smiled. "It's Marcus. You probably don't remember me, but you changed my life." And then he explained. That morning at the train station, Marcus had been planning to disappear, to leave home for good. Maybe worse. But Daniel's kindness, his listening ear, his simple breakfast, gave Marcus a reason to believe that someone cared. Because of that one moment, Marcus found the courage to return home, reconcile with his parents, and seek help. Today, he was in college, studying social work, determined to help others the way Daniel once helped him. Daniel stood there, speechless. All he had done was notice. Listen. Care. Yet to Marcus, it was everything. Scene 5, the ripple effect. The story doesn't end there. Marcus went on to mentor other teenagers, those struggling with loneliness, bullying, and self-doubt. He started a community group where young people could share their struggles without fear of judgment. And every time someone asked him why he cared so much, Marcus would say, "Because once, a stranger cared for me." That is the ripple of kindness. A single drop that spreads, touching lives you may never see, reaching farther than you'll ever know. Closing, reflective tone. So the next time you see someone hurting, someone overlooked, or someone who seems invisible, remember Daniel and Marcus. Remember that kindness doesn't need grand gestures. Sometimes, it's as small as sitting down, listening, and saying, "You matter." You may never know the difference it makes. But maybe, just maybe, you'll start a ripple that changes the world. Outro, music swells, gentle fade. Narrator, warm, hopeful tone. Be kind. Be present. Because kindness, no matter how small, is never wasted. Pause. Thank you for listening. If this story touched you, share it forward, because you never know who might need it today.